Hi everyone. So we are discussing about the autofocus system of the camera. So I will tell you the most important thing how to adjust the autofocus. You see, when you see a camera still have a camera, I will show you. There is autofocus fine tuning. Okay, so you can adjust any lens when you put the lens. Okay, there is a fine tuning for autofocus. Sometimes some lenses have a back focus. When you're taking a picture, the image is going to be slightly foreground or background. You focus on that point and picture will come on the background will be focused. So you can autofocus fine tuning with this point on Nikon cameras. So okay. So it's a very little adjustment. If there is something wrong with main mechanism of this camera, it will never tune with this autofocus fine tuning. Okay, it's working with first on the autofocus and then save the value of different lenses. So it won't work if the camera system is disturbed or it mechanically disturbed or during the period of time when you're using a camera, the focus sensor will shift. Okay, so I received this camera very amazing things I received. You see, someone was open this camera and tried to adjust the autofocus. They use a small washers like this. I opened earlier this camera. You see, they use this kind of pop washers. There's a five washers. They put on between this mount and the body. They use these washers. They did not know how to fix the autofocus mechanism of the camera. You see, that's why I decided to disclose this system to how to autofocus, adjust the autofocus. And even he is trying to force on this rear element, this rear mirror. There's a rear mirror which working or sense. You see, the I will show you in the picture. They banned this plate. You see, there's a mark. You see this plate and this plate. They banned this plate to adjust this mirror because maybe that picture will not come in focus. They try each and everything to make some washers under this mount and band this mirror, inside mirror, autofocus mirror. This autofocus mirror used for controlling the autofocus of a camera. So I decided to disclose how to adjust the autofocus of any DSLR. Any DSLR, you can adjust. This one have a CCD or CMOS, fixed CMOS. So it will be adjust with the software also. So if you don't have a software, so you can adjust, you can, because the company will completely fix and tune with software and each and everything. So it will be out of focus when it's using time to time. The camera is shaking, shutter is working. So you see what tool you want, screwdriver, you want a zero or double 0 0 screwdriver, and you also need this kind of a tool. Yeah, inside a sensor, so you need this kind of a tool to adjust. You see, this is the Allen key type, hexagon type. You see, can you focus? Can you? Okay, this is a normal, it's not a screwdriver. It's a hexagon type, Allen key type. So they have different sizes. So we are going to open the camera first. Before we are going to open, I will show you how it's work. I will show you on paper. So if there is a camera, you see our camera. This is a lens. Okay, this is a lens. You see the lens and the mirror. There's inside a camera a mirror, and there's a prism. Okay, this is your eye, and there's a mirror inside. The picture will come, and there's another mirror which like this inside. You see, the inside mirror is like this. So the image goes through this main mirror to a small mirror, and then put on the sensor. The sensor inside the sensor. There is a sensor which capture the image. Okay, and this sensor, you can add going to adjust this sensor. Okay, the images go through this main mirror and to a small mirror, and then it will come to this sensor. So we are going to, or we can even adjust our CMOS on the back. Some camera have a CMOS, and CMOS have adjustments, screws and springs. So you can adjust the CMOS going close to the lens or back to the lens. So we are going to, because D5 have fixed CMOS, so we are going to adjust this sensor with Allen key. Okay, if you tight the sensor, it will close to the lens. The lens will focus earlier to going back, before going back, so image will focus in front. The If you tight this one, the image will in focus in foreground, in background. That will be, you can even adjust. If you tight this is close, going to close, the image will, because lens will closely, the distance of this lens will less than here. So image, when you focus at that point, the image on background will focus. Okay, so how to adjust this sensor, I will show you. This sensor will adjust, then the whole picture will come in focus. Okay, so you don't need to use a washer or band the inside mirror, or do not force anything like that. Will damage the camera, or it's already disturbed. We're going to align this, or we are band with remove this that band. We receive the camera, the plate was banded. Okay, so we try to level this one. We try our best. You see the marks and scratches on the inside mirror plate. So earlier we uh, straight this plate, try to straight. Best thing if I will do the change these mirror, and this system, whole system will change. then definitely it will be much better. But we don't have a parts not right. We don't have a parts, so we are going to fix this one. So we are going to open first. How to open this plate? Most of the DSLR have a adjustment, and you can simply remove this back plate on different SLR like D850, D5, any camera. But this one is a professional model, and this one have a extra grip. So we are going to remove this grip, but first there is a flex inside though. So we are going to remove the battery first. Okay. So we are going to just close this. So first remove these four screws. Okay. These four is different screws. Up screw is small and bottom was big. Okay. See the different sizes. Be careful putting back. They both are in different sizes. This one is big and upper one is small. Okay. When you are going to repair a camera, you can do yourself also. Very easy. Removing anything put in different area. Left screw, we remove a left screw and going to put on the left side of the table. Okay. This one is also a big one. This one is also a big one. So be careful removing any screws. Okay. And please also comment on my channel or any camera you want to discuss, or you have any problem. We repair so many cameras, thousands of cameras. We repair cameras since 1981. At that time, the all cameras. You see, this one is a different screw. Okay, so screw is the most important thing in the cameras. Do not mix any screw with different. They all are different. This one is a different. Okay, this one is also different. It's small size. Okay. I was very disturbed to see that they done a very bad job with this camera, and it's very expensive camera and very good camera, Nikon D5. So I want to save the, because if you don't know the chemistry and physics of a camera, and you're going to force in different directions and damage the cameras. So be careful. So also are removing this part for this one. First we remove this back because there is a flex inside which control these buttons. Okay. If you directly remove this one, the flex will damage. Okay. Oh, no need for these scaffolding opening this, sorry. No need for removing these screws. The only this part will come out. Okay. So It's okay. And there is a flex inside. Be careful. Okay. You can hold this one. Okay. And remove this flex because we need uh, screen also. So we don't want to remove the back. Be careful. So okay, this flex is important. Okay, so next we are going to put two screws to hold this back for safety. One and one in right side. Okay, because we when we adjust we have to need this LCD. You can also use HDMI cable to see the picture on the computer, but simply we we see on the his own screen. So this bottom will remove. Very badly handle this camera. I was surprised who opened this one and why they do these things without knowledge of camera and a very expensive camera. If you don't know the system, you should not do anything wrong. Okay, so the back is removed and flex will come. Be careful. The flex. Okay, the flex is important. If it will damage, so that then the system won't work. There's a flex also you can remove from this point, but that is slightly difficult Sometimes you open and cannot see the exact position, so it will be damaged. So I decided to open back and then disconnect from inside. That's more safe. Okay, so there is no in way to go inside from this point. Different DSLR have a option to adjust autofocus sensor. Autofocus you can I so you see there's a two, one and two. Okay, I will show you first the picture how that is in position. Okay, I will show you where I'm going to be. How can we adjust? We use this kind of a chart. Okay, this is a chart to adjust the focus. So we focus at this point. Okay, so it will tell the focus. It will show the exact points of the focus. This is zero. If the picture will come in front or in the back focus, you can adjust eye of the sensor. Okay, so we are going to take a picture of this chart. It's very easy. If you don't have like this chart, you can make anything like with this. You can also use anything you have, but simply you can use a paper like this or mark different lines on this and put write down a numbers and use a sheet or something to focus at 0 point and put it like 45 degree. Okay, or even you can put like this also. So you put so many things like pencils or anything and focus at this point, and the picture will come with front or back. It will show you, or anything which lines, anything you can use, no? Or even, yeah, you can use a newspaper and the lines of the different lines you can focus at any point, mark this point, any point. Okay, we are that you are focusing on that point, and picture will come foreground or in or background. So then you adjust. I'm going to take a picture. Okay, so it's better to use a totally open aperture. Okay, 1.8. So I'm going to take a picture. You see that picture is totally out of focus. Totally out of focus. You see, fully out of focus because these or system was disturbed very badly. So picture is totally out of focus. Not a single, but you can see the background will slightly in focus. The background is in focus. Okay, so we are going to adjust this thing. Okay, you see, the picture is blurry, full blurry. So we are going to fix this one with of the camera, remove these, and be careful, there is a two-sided tape used, so be careful. We put it back again, so properly we, okay, one and two, okay. Be careful, do not miss this one. You if you can see, maybe you can see or not, there is a two screws with hold the eye of the autofocus sensor. Autofocus image will go inside, okay. So we tight. One thing is very important, when you're using a tool, you mark with line like this. We mark a line, okay, and insert the exactly the position from we started, okay. So counterclockwise we tied full full one round, 100% round, okay. So we started from this point. You see, we started from this point. We can mark a dot or something. So we started from this point and full round, 100%, okay. This one and this one also, okay. Full one round, okay. We tied with, and we note it on the book. We noted one screw, okay, and second one we clockwise. We tied this one clockwise from this direction, 100%, okay, and this one also clockwise. So it's mean we also can put one plus. This one is also one plus. ठीक है, 100%. We tied the screws. We noted all the settings. If we do like 100%, 100%, one round clockwise, we noted we are doing on clockwise, okay. So we are going to check the results. It will not very adjusted, but close, come to close, and then we also going to again tight the screw, because it was very disturbed. So we take another picture. You see, this will much better last one. You see, the foreground in focus, number 6 in focus, almost rare. You see, number 6 in focus. 5, 5 in focus, 5 or 6, close to 5 and 6 in focus, 5 or 6. So 3, 2, 1, see, they all in autofocus. So we are going to more +1 also. These screws, the inside screws, actually based on springs. There's no locking point. So when camera is using and vibration is building, okay. So these screws are going to lose. Okay. So simply they need some adjustments. Okay. So we are going to round one more again. One round plus, and also this one round. Okay, and we noted on the book 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1. Okay, 2 rounds. Then we'll take picture again. Okay, you see much better, but not in perfect condition. Slightly off. Okay, you see slightly off, and the image will come close to the in focus. You see, number 0 is autofocus. Number 1 is slightly autofocus. Number 2 in focus. Background is in focus. Okay. So we are going to more screw, tight to more screw. You see, the second number in focus. Third one is blurry. You see, if you see the chart, this area is focus. This area. Okay, and 0 is out of focus. So we are going to more tight. This one, if you know the basics of a camera and you can do yourself, or anything you do, please note it. That will be in control of. Okay, so 2 rounds. Now we make a half round. Okay, we are going to make a half round plus. Okay, and this one is also a half round. Almost 45 years we repair the camera lenses, and I am also a professional photographer and using so many equipments, working with Hasselblad, Lenov, Sinar, Mamiya D67. It's my passion to do work. We print, also do printing. Okay, so my introduction, I am going to introduction myself, because if you need anything, any lenses, any equipment, any guidance from lenses, cameras, anything you like, you can comment, and please do mention uh, what the next camera or what next the lens you want to discuss. Okay, so half round on this part, half round on this. Latest on these latest cameras, there is only 2 adjustment. Previous cameras have 3 adjustments, so this one has only a 2. Okay, So we note it again, plus half, plus half. We note it because if we going to back, or we know how much we tight these screws. So now we are going to take one more picture. Okay, you see, much better. And still, you see, still, yes, it's almost done. The zero in focus, okay, the chart in focus, okay, you see, the chart in focus. Normally, we when we adjust, we slightly on foreground, adjust the slightly on foreground. But the photographer who are using this camera say that they are using for birds photography, so they want to exact, don't make it on foreground. So I think it's very perfectly on 0 point. You see, the 0 point is in focus. Zero is in focus. You see, zero in focus. So you see, the previous pictures was, you see, the previous picture was for autofocus, and all previous totally autofocus. You see, the first one will be definitely autofocus, 100% bilkul. So we are just, you see, this one was totally autofocus. We are just much better, much better, and then in focus. You see, the sharp focus. Okay, very simple way to adjust these points from this point. Okay, so the sensor or eye of this autofocus is bottom, from you can handle from bottom. Don't Do not try to make any foolish things like using a washer or bend the mirror. Disgusting, very disgusting, very disappointed that who will done this. So that's why I'm going to disclose the secret of this autofocus, how to adjust autofocus. Okay, so we are going to close this camera, and please do subscribe or share my videos to others who are interested making repairing. You can do it yourself, easy, very easy. It's not a big job, not a difficult job, but be careful when removing any screws, anything. Be careful, handle with care, and precisely handle. Do not lose or miss anything. Keep in your table. Okay, so I think you like my video, so please comment, and thank you for watching, and thank you again. So I'm going to close this one. That's not a difficult job, so I'm going to uh, close this video or continue. I think it's almost 40 minutes, so it's better. I think I close this one or record it, so it's okay. Thank you. I'm going to close this one. Thank you again.